Hello students, welcome to my physics class. This is Shumi Roy from Techno India Group Public School, Shiliguri, and today we are going to do NCERT solution of chapter Heat. So let us start. The first question is state similarities and differences between the laboratory thermometer and the clinical thermometer. The similarities are that both of them are used to measure temperature. As we know, thermometers are designed to measure temperature. Both of them are used to measure temperature. The second similarity is both of them uses mercury. Mercury, a liquid metal, which can be seen very easily because it has a very shiny gesture. Okay, now let us do the differences between clinical and laboratory thermometer. Clinical thermometer has a very short temperature range. As we know that clinical thermometer, which is also known as doctor's thermometer, are designed to measure the body temperature of human and human body temperature will never fall below 35 degrees Celsius, or it will never raise above 42 degrees Celsius. And because of that, clinical thermometer has a very short temperature range, that is 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Whereas a laboratory thermometer has a very large temperature range. The range is from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Okay, the second difference is the clinical thermometer has kink in the tube to prevent the backflow of mercury into the bulb, whereas the laboratory thermometer has no kink. There is no kink present in laboratory thermometer. Okay, so these are the two similarities and two differences in clinical and laboratory thermometer. There can be many more differences. One such difference is that the clinical thermometer measures temperature more accurately. It can measure temperature more accurately. It can measure up to 0.1 degrees Celsius. Okay, but whereas a laboratory thermometer usually measures up to 1 degree Celsius. Now the next question, which is very easy, the next question is give two examples of conductors and insulators of heat. Okay, so firstly we have to know what we mean by conductors and what is mean by insulators. So what are conductors? Conductors means substance which allow heat to pass through them. Okay, so the substance which allow heat to pass through them easily are called good conductors of heat or just conductors of heat. All the metals are good conductors of heat. For example, the metals such as silver, copper, aluminium, iron and mercury are all good conductors of heat. Though all the metals are good conductor of heat, some metals are better conductors of heat than other. So we will write some examples. All the metals, as we told, all the metals are good conductor. Iron, copper will be one such example. Now let us define insulator. What are insulator? Those materials which do not allow heat to pass through them easily are called poor conductor, and the other name of poor conductor is insulator. Okay, so what are insulators? Some examples of insulators are plastic, wood, paper, cloth, leather, cotton, wool, thermocol. Okay, so these are the examples of insulator. You can write any two. So we will write wood and plastic are the insulators of heat. Okay, I think you have understood. Now let us go to the next question. Next questions are fill in the blanks. Okay, so let us do. The first question is the hotness of an object is determined by its temperature. Okay, so we know by touching we cannot know everything which is hot or which is cold. Okay, for that a new term is been invented, that is temperature. The hotness of an object is determined by its temperature. Next question, temperature of boiling water cannot be measured by a dash thermometer. So as we just now discussed, that clinical thermometer are designed to measure temperature of human body. So it has a very small temperature range. The temperature range is from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. And as we know, the boiling water, the temperature of boiling water is around 100 degrees Celsius. So a clinical thermometer cannot be used to measure boiling water, temperature of boiling water. Next question, temperature is measured in degree Celsius. Of course, temperature is measured in degree Celsius. Next, no medium is required for transfer of heat by the process of radiation. Okay, out of the three modes of heat transfer, no medium is required for transfer of heat by the process of radiation. Next question, a cold steel spoon is dipped in a cup of hot milk. It transfers heat to its other end by the process of conduction. Okay, because here we are talking about a steel spoon, and steel spoon is a solid, and the mode of heat transfer which takes place in solid is called conduction, where the particles do not change its position. Okay, so a cold steel spoon is dipped in a cup of hot milk. It transfers heat to its other end of a process is by conduction, because here we are discussing about the heat transfer within the steel spoon. Okay, so within the steel spoon, the heat gets transferred by the process of conduction. Next, clothes of dash color absorbs heat better than clothes of light colors. So as we know, dark colors absorb heat better than clothes of light colors. Okay, I think you have understood this. Now let us move to the next question. Next question is match the following. The first question out of that is, land breeze blows during. Okay, so land breeze blows during night, because the land becomes cool faster during night. Okay, and cool air from the land moves towards the sea, because the sea is still warm. Okay, sea is still warm because it has gained the temperature for the whole day, and it takes time to lose its temperature. So compared to land, sea is more hotter. Okay, so the cool air moves from the land, so it is land breeze. So it is called land breeze, and land breeze occurs during night. Now sea breeze blows during day, because it takes time for water to get hot. Okay, and the land becomes hot very soon. We are talking about daytime. Okay, in daytime when the sun rises, okay, so the land becomes hot very quickly compared to sea. So the cool air from the sea moves towards the land. So this is known as here the sea is giving a cool air, so it is known as sea breeze, and sea breeze blows during day. Now next question, dark color clothes are preferred during. Just now we have told that dark color absorbs more heat, so dark color clothes are preferred during winter, whereas light color clothes are preferred during summer. Okay, we wear very light color clothes, white, green. Okay, very light color clothes in summer, because the light color clothes reflects the heat. It absorbs less heat and it reflects the heat back. Okay, so the correct answer will be summer. Now the next question. Discuss why wearing more layers of clothing during winter keeps us warmer than wearing just one thick piece of clothing. Okay, we wear many layers of clothing during winter to keep us warmer than wearing just one thick piece of clothing, because air gets trapped in between the two layers of blanket. Okay, when we use two blankets, okay, there will be a gap between the two blankets, and that gap will be filled with air, and as we know, air is a insulator. Okay, and or you can say air is a bad conductor of heat. So the air will not allow heat from your body to pass to the surrounding. Okay, this air prevents the flow of heat from our body to the cold surrounding, as air is a very bad conductor of heat. Okay, so you can say as air is the insulator, the air is trapped in between the two layers of blanket and it prevents the flow of heat from our body to the cold surrounding. Okay, next question. Next question is a diagram. Mark where the heat is being transferred by conduction, by convection and by radiation. So the heat get transferred within the solid by the process of conduction. So here we can see the vessel is a solid. So the heat transfer within the vessel takes place by the process of conduction. Now the water in the beaker, the water in the vessel becomes hot because of convection currents, and the heat from the fire, we receive heat from the fire by the process of radiation. Next question. Next question is, in places of hot climate, it is advised that the outer walls of houses be painted white. Explain. Okay, this is because white color absorbs least heat. The amount of heat which an object can absorb by radiation depends on the color of the object. The objects having dark colors absorbs more heat radiation than the object having light colors. Okay, so because of that only it is being advised to paint the outer walls of houses white, because it reflects most of the heat and hence keeps the house cool. Next question is, 1 liter of water at 30 degrees Celsius is mixed with 1 liter of water at 50 degrees Celsius. The temperature of the mixture will be, in between 30 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. Because here the water which is at 50 degrees Celsius start giving heat, and the water which is at 30 degrees Celsius starts receiving heat. As we know that about heat transfers from hotter object to colder object. Here the hotter object is the water which is at 50 degrees Celsius, and the colder object is the water which is at 30 degrees Celsius. So when we are going to mix this, the water particles which are at 50 degrees Celsius will start losing the heat, and the water particles which are at 30 degrees Celsius will start gaining the heat, and they will stop when the mixture becomes, the whole mixture comes at equal temperature. So the equal temperature will be in between 30 degrees Celsius and 50 degrees Celsius. Next question. Next question, an iron ball at 40 degrees Celsius is dropped in a mug containing water at 40 degrees Celsius. The heat will not flow from iron ball to water or from water to iron ball, because here both are at the same temperature. So none of the object is going to lose the weight and none of the object is going to gain the heat. So the water and the iron ball will be at same temperature. So you can say not flow from iron ball to water or from water to iron ball. Here the heat will not flow. Okay, next question. The next question is, an wooden spoon is dipped in a cup of ice cream, its other end. Here the other end will not become cold, because here we are using a wooden spoon, and wood is a insulator. Wood is an insulator, it will not allow heat to pass through them easily. Okay, so the wooden spoon will remain at the same temperature. Okay, so it is, the wooden spoon does not become cold. Option D. The last question is, stainless steel pans are usually provided with copper bottoms. The reason for this would be, okay, the reason is because the copper is a better conductor of heat than the stainless steel. So when we compare copper and stainless steel, the copper is a better conductor. Okay, so usually for this reason only the stainless steel pans are provided with copper bottoms. Okay, so with this question we have completed the NCERT solution. Thank you for joining the class.